Hey everyone, I'm Brian. You're watching Build a Place channel. In this video, we're going to be working on my line trimmer. It's an Echo line trimmer that I've had for probably 30 years now, I'm guessing, because I got it sometime in the early 90s. And it's worked fairly well. I have put a aftermarket carburetor on it several years ago. And I think that's where I'm having a problem right now, because I was cutting grass and it seemed to be running really good for this machine, and it just wouldn't idle, it wouldn't cut right. So I figured maybe the first thing would be to change the primer bulb. I had extra one of those, I changed that. It didn't make any difference. So then I said, well, I had an extra spark plug, so I said I'll put an extra spark plug on it and see if that made any difference. It didn't make any difference. And then I decided I was going to adjust the carburetor a little bit, which is, I knew going into that wasn't going to be good because it was running good. So it normally wouldn't just go out of adjustment that quick. I've never seen that ever happen. So I played with that a little bit and I couldn't get it to go. So I got the part number out of the manual and I went to eBay and I searched for that part number and I found a kit that not only has a carburetor, but it has 2 extra primer bulbs, it has the air filter, it has a spark plug, it has the fuel lines. On the fuel lines there's a fuel filter, there's gaskets for it. So I figured for about $18 I can't go wrong. So I have that kit here now. I'm going to put it in and see if I can get this to run. I'm not even going to try to start right now because it's a waste of time. So let's change this carburetor out and see if we can get this thing running. Get started taking this thing down, get the air filter housing out of the way. And then these screws hold the air filter and the carburetor, everything together. Probably gonna take these fuel lines off first too. Get them in the, I have to make sure I put the right one on the right thing, because one of them's the line that goes back to the carburetor, and one of them's the one that's for the fuel intake. And that already came off. Set that off the side. Came with a new gasket, so let's see which gasket. None of those match, so I just find one that matches up. That one goes on there. I guess this one goes on this. Yeah, there wasn't one that was on the, I guess the one that was on the air filter must have fallen off at some point because it wasn't there. So we'll put one there now. Thread these in. Get through that gasket. Both screws through the gasket. So that lines the gasket upright. That was one in the gasket. Now everything's lined up right. We can start threading this in. And we'll be able to tell if we got the wrong hose hooked up pretty quick, because it won't prime if it's not down it's on the overflow hose. Let's see if I can figure this out. I think this was the fuel in. And that's the, remember when cap up and see. This is the vent. This one goes, this is the bypass. Well, pulled it right out. This is the bypass. I have to put the back in. That's the bypass hose, and this is the hose coming in. Stick this back in the hole for the overflow or the bypass. Let's see if we can prime that. Yeah, it's primed. Let me finish getting this other hose down in here where we pulled it all the way out. It's in there now. Put the vent back where it goes. Finish, put this cap back on, finish priming it. It's kind of nasty out today, so I ain't going to start this outside. Set that on there. Attach it back on there so I'm going to take and turn it around. If I'm going to open the garage door, turn around and start it. Let's see if we get this thing started. We'll close the choke, turn the power on. We prime the fuel. Seems to be primed good, so let's see if it'll start. That's like it wants to idle at all. I want to set the idle adjust up a little bit so then I can mess with the low setting on the carburetor adjuster. I'll just bring this up a little bit so it idles a little faster. Same exact thing. Let me open this. I'm going to try to open it just a little bit open. Just about a quarter turn open. Still not quite enough. I'm going to go another quarter turn. That wasn't good, I don't think. So maybe need to go back. Go back to where it was. That don't seem to be helping much. Don't seem to be running very good. adjusting the idle back just a little bit since I got the carburetor motion adjustment now. I can bring this idle screw back. I just about have it. The true test, let's see if it'll start right back up. Yeah, it starts right back up. That's a good thing without hitting the throttle or anything. So I think I still need to do some minor adjustment to the idle, because it's the head is still spinning when it's idling down, so I think it's spinning, or the engine's idling too high. But I'm not too much worried about that right now. I just wanted to get my weed eater up and running again. So it's good to have this thing. It's a handy thing to have around the house. Thing's still a little warm. Hey, well, it works. So that was $18, $20 well spent in it, with extra spark plug and filter, fuel filter, and a new grommet and a few other, I guess, extra pump bulbs. So I got my weed eater back. Took a little bit of time to get that idle set right. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong on that, but I know it works better when you heat it up a little bit and do the adjustment, but it still should have worked cold. And most of the time when you get these aftermarket carburetors, they're pretty well dialed in pretty close to being where they need to be. So I guess I'm not a motor man, to say this least, but I do know a little bit. But I'm just glad I got it working. Thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave comments, subscribe to my channel. I plan to keep on making videos of some of the things I work on. So thanks for watching.